Hello loves, welcome to Fifth Dimension. Thanks for joining me today for this collective reading. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Oh, there goes Charlie. We're going to get started with oracles. Let's see what messages come through for the collective. Get one card please for the collective messages. What is this? Why is this in there? The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. That's not even from this deck. Let me put it back. All right. We have Pentacle with respect. What else? We have card 39, Wish Upon a Star. Card number 6, It Is What It Is. And then card number 40, The Land Between. Let me get two more to fill in the space. Impossible things. Working through disbelief. Imaginative leaps. Fresh perspective. And then we have investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. I'm going to pause with the energy. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this energy right here. I feel like it's almost like props being given to you for something, for a way in which you've remained non-reactionary. And I'm not sure what this means, but it feels like something that would normally trigger you. You were able to maintain your sense of self-respect and integrity in the way that you handled yourself is sort of what I'm getting. It feels like a breakthrough energy, but it feels very bittersweet. It feels like a release of a fight, a release of what feels like a back and forth and push and pull of energy, and almost to the point like a tug-of-war. That's what I'm seeing, like a tug-of-war, but to the point to where both parties are completely exhausted. And there's a way in which you handled your energy, and it feels very protected, because at first, the first thing I was getting when it came out was boundaries, as far as like a sacred circle. So having established points of boundaries in your life that are like, these are the indicators, like the way this specific experience played out, and you're gonna know what it is. It'll either resonate or it's not your reading, but it feels very recent, and it's almost like seeing yourself through different lens all of a sudden because of that. Like I said, the way that you handled yourself is different. It was non-reactionary in the way that you normally would. You held yourself steady is what I'm getting. Okay, so moving on to this, I'll get, yeah, actually let me just get tarot first before I start delving off into different energy. We have the Ten of Cups there showing itself. Clarify respect for me, please. The Sun. Clarify, oh, I didn't say it, but I indicated it. Knight of Swords. Quick. There was something that you saw, experienced, were shown, were told, were revealed, or in some cases it could be internal. So just like one of those light bulb moments in which there's a sudden realization that is almost like the missing puzzle piece. the missing puzzle piece you've been searching for. And the moment you got that puzzle piece, there was, like I said, it feels bittersweet, but it gave you the pieces that you need to be able to shift your energy very quickly and make decisions, quick decisions, but decisions that were the right ones. There's like, again, I'm getting that energy of like, I hate when it comes off like it's like a test, because that's like really stupid. I hate the idea of being tested by the universe. Like, why is that necessary? But that's sort of the energy. It's like a challenge that was brought before you and you rose to the challenge, okay? Not even a challenge. It's just like a way in which you showed yourself just how much you've grown. I'll just say that, okay? And then let's move on to this next energy with Wish Upon a Star, and then card number 40, the Land Between. So the energy without tarot, it's just giving me everything in your being. And then if we're continuing with this energy of exhaustion, of the push and pull, the release, yeah, I'm getting like you let it go, and there was such pull that you had on it that when you let go, like you just flung backwards with momentum of how gripped you were, how much hold that energy had you in place and had you struggling. And like I said, the moment that puzzle piece, the realization perhaps that the trophy is just a plastic trophy for winning the tug of war. And so therefore, like, this is what I'm exhausting my energy on. This is what I've been holding on to for however long it's been. This is not worth it. Let go. Knocked you back, knocked the wind out of you, but then immediately being free. And that's why I said it felt like a swift thing that you were able to just like react to. Like, I don't know, it just felt very automatic, whereas normally it probably would have caused you a struggle before processing and making a move, is sort of what I'm getting. And then I saw chess pieces finally being moved. There was a reading a while ago, and I'm connecting that with this. If you by chance remember that reading where I mentioned wanting to just knock the whole chessboard over, because having been in a stall and being just like over it, this feels like the piece fell already. Maybe you did knock it over. I think you knocked it over. That's probably what it was. But anyways, all of that, it's still there. It's all this hope that you had in that plastic trophy, whatever that was. It's still there. You were able to just let go of whatever struggle in your energy was there and shift it into you. Or that's what the purpose of this is. If this is recent and you're unsure as to why the situation happened, because it doesn't, I'm sure if I delved into it, which I choose not to, there's indicators that there's some heavy stuff that happened here. Now in this, at least in how it affected your emotions, okay? As far as this goes, this feels like you're slingshotting, you're in motion right now. And you may have like the stomach, whatchamacallit, like the butterflies in your stomach, or feeling like your stomach's in your throat. It's a lot of uncertainty, right? The land in between. Knowing that you're finally having movement towards where you're headed. Everything that you had, yeah, it's literally the same energy. The energy of within. The energy of connecting with your inner light. The energy of knowing that there's nothing outside of you. There's nothing outside of you. bringing that energy all the way back in and just focusing on the self and that being the only thing. Tending to that, acknowledging that. And then it's like opening your eyes after that and moving from there. I feel like you're waking up. Your eyes are opening. Something's become clear to you. Let me get clarity. Land between. Seven of Wands. Five of Swords. It was a lot of exhausted energy. It feels like it was almost like it could be multiple things, or it could just be this one thing that really had you. Yeah, I heard a song, but I don't remember what it said. I just heard the little beat, and it was like fast tempo. Let me get some clarifiers. Clarify the Hermit on this energy. Please specify the situation, the advice, the guidance. The Ten of Cups again. Remember, was showing itself. There's no stopping you. You've put so much, you got so much riding on something that even if the pieces all of a sudden don't fit, all of it, or just you see the full pieces and it's just not what you thought it was, not what you expected the puzzle to look like. And there's a sense of disappointment there. There's a huge sense of melancholy. But at the same time, it's like a bittersweet bliss. There's something in the energy of freedom and mourning, but it's almost like a mixture of like relief, big relief, not just like, oh, just tiny relief, like big relief on your energy. And it may take a while for that to settle in, because I do feel all of the roller coaster energy, like my stomach's in my throat right now. And I just feel like I'm falling and I can't even catch my breath. What does the collective need to know about this? The World. The closure of I heard the final shift. So dramatic. The final shift. I see a dial moving, and it's just like the dial got stuck on a certain spot, and it's just like you never got to like amp it all the way up. And so whatever was snagging the dial, you're now in the process. Like I said, I saw you like slingshotting. You know that cat, like the toast cat? Or it's like the rainbow cat. Is he a toast with rainbow? I think that's because that's what I'm seeing. You know, that toast cat meme or whatever. That's what I saw you being. And so that made me feel like slingshot vibes, like you're just free flying, free slingshotting in an abyss. On complete blind trust at this moment. Okay, yeah, this is one of those reads. Clarify. Oh wait, no, actually I haven't even tapped into the energy. Let me tap into that. It is what it is. And then investigate. Look closely, ask questions, think before acting. I feel like this is a future energy, or like a guidance. There's an aspect about amplifying your sense of discernment, because it's giving me, be careful which doors you choose to knock on, is what I'm getting. And then I saw somebody like having like a flashback to just like running down hallways and like knocking on doors and just like having fun, and then like having encountered a boogeyman or something. And so this time it's like telling you, remember that time, be careful which doors you go knocking on. Don't assume. There's no more room for assumptions. It feels very like vocal, like the guidance is as far as like really embodying your power in the sense of vocalizing that which you need clarity on. If there's something you feel in the dark about from this point on, wherever you land, because you're being flung right now, the strong guidance is where you land. Be sure to do that, to embody your discernment, your boundaries. No Trojan horses. Like, don't get tricked into allowing people into your energy. Like, really ask those hard questions, communicate those uncomfortable things to communicate, but they're absolutely necessary. We are the ones who choose to give our power away, and a lot of times it feels involuntary, like if it's been taken from us. But I really feel like there's just like almost an accountability on your end of times in which you've given your power away and just being done with that. Being fully aware of what actions need to be taken from this point on in order to ensure that your power is not given away. What is this about? Clarify. We have the Five of Cups, we have the Four of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups. This is in regards to heart energy. It could be love, it could be relationships. There were indicators of that in the energy for sure. Things that you've needed to protect yourself from. Yeah, it's just definitely giving mounds. I was gonna say a mountain. Yeah, like a mountain for sure of experiences that you've had. But nothing's gonna stop you. Nothing's gonna stop you. And I think that's what you've been showing yourself, is that no matter what, like, you're just getting through. You just dust yourself off at this point. It doesn't even surprise you anymore. Like, you're just like, okay, like, I already know what to do in this situation because I've already experienced it. I've already healed myself through this. I've already processed things like this. Perhaps even worse, right? In all aspects, and being able to navigate your way. I think that's what it was in the beginning energy that I was picking up. So it could be in regards to love, but there's nothing that's going to stop you. I feel such brilliant, glowing, such warm, such vibrant. It feels very delicate, which is energy that I've been getting. But normally that delicate energy I was getting like in my sacral area. So that's why I was getting like thinking like some of y'all are in the process of creation of some sort, whether literal or metaphorical. But today I really strongly feel that like delicate flame. I feel it in my chest. I feel it in my heart energy, and it feels almost like painful, but it feels free, and it feels like it's ready to expand, to grow, to thrive in an environment that you've been creating. Essentially, in the 5D, you've already been creating this. This has been your spiritual work. And it just feels like it's pulling that into the 3D step by step. And I feel like in some aspects of your life, you've just flung yourself out of some situations or energies or... And then I heard the word closure. And yeah, that slingshot energy. Okay, so any specific guidance? We have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, the Tower, the Page of Wands. Changes. It just feels like, I don't know, like what I saw was really stupid. I don't know why these funny things kind of track. But anyways, what I saw was like a boardroom of like directors or whatever the fuck. I just saw 444. A board of directors, but this is like your guides or your spiritual team or your ancestors or whatever. And they're like all in their fancy suits or whatever, and they're sitting around and they all have their like ideas and they're like presenting the changes. They're just like, all right, like these are the changes that are about to be made, but they're strong, stable changes, I don't know, like for growth, preparing for expansion, communicating. Okay, so I feel like if you've been having difficulty in navigating specific decisions based off of like trusting your intuition or just feeling your way through life. Oops, look at me knocking things down. What am I saying? Sorry, my brain's all scattered today. Oh no, that insomnia got me wiped out. They wiped my board. Damn. Hold on. Okay, so it's almost like you're getting like supervisors. They just hired a whole new round of supervisors in your spiritual team that are going to help you really like shaping up those, because I feel like you're stepping up into leadership positions, you're stepping up into power, you're just growing in general. So even if it's like not having anything to do with like a career, if it's just maybe in regards to like your passions and what it is that you like to create, or just simply like living a life that is very fulfilling and something that you can share and leave behind with others. I don't know why I'm getting that, but regardless of that, I feel like, yeah, because then I'm seeing somebody like sharpening your skills, I guess that's what it means. But it feels like if you've been having trouble in sensing out the guidance or just feeling what the right thing is, like feeling a lot of confusion and not really being sure, like not feeling a strong indicator as to what the right for you is, I feel like that's changing. I feel like it's a matter of just, because the Page of Wands is giving me like the signs are going to be there. All you have to do is listen. That's what it's giving me, right? All you have to do is listen. And of course, this is about your internal tune, right? But this could be external too. If you do receive your guidance or like synchronicities, confirmations, things like that from the energy outside of you, including with nature, birds, clouds, I got for some, stars, things like that. Whatever it is that guides you, I feel like there's going to be more of it. Even though right now I feel like you're probably not able to tune in because you're moving so fast. You're flinging, remember? Any other guidance, messages before I close the energy off? Six of Pentacles, balance, right? It's always about balance, keeping things in balance. I feel like your energy is in the process of, when you land, it's going to be balanced. It's going to be up to you. What's the word? Oh, I can't think of it. Hold on. Discipline. Consistency and discipline is your responsibility, okay? In order to secure this king, this queen energy, all right? We have the Ten of Wands, the release of the burdens, the Seven of Cups. Is that opportunity? Clarify the Six of Swords. Eight of Cups. There's a lot of moving away energy. Clearing away and making space for new opportunities to come in all aspects, or just in your energy in general. When you make space for things, you make space, well, then you have space, right? It's just there's availability all of a sudden. The universe can then fill in gaps when you release and make space for, okay? All right, so I do want to apologize before getting new animal cards for this sloppy little reading that I just provided. I just handed you a bunch of slop. I saw like a lunch lady being all gross and sweaty and giving you like this like nasty little like beans or something. That was me today. Card number 52, Scarab Beetle Spirit. Magic works through you. Card number 41, Nightingale Spirit. Love is all around, even when you don't necessarily think it's there. We have card 31, Groundhog Spirit. Time to let go. I think that's what you're doing, and I think it's very sad because I saw him crying. And then card 39, Surrender Now, which is what you've done. Both of these are giving me that. Like I said, you're just letting go. You're letting go, and it's flinging you. As painful as it is to let go, and you're probably crying the whole way as you're being flung. And I can resonate. My heart is crying right now. It's all very sad, right? But it's flinging you where you need to be. Where your manifestations are almost instant. That's where it's flinging you, to the energy of complete flow, where your heart can be free to just vibrate at its highest point and not be restricted in any aspects anymore, to where it can just blare loudly and be embraced by those who are embracing of that energy. It's taking you right where you need to go, okay? All right, that's what I got for you. I hope these messages resonated. Have a good day, loves. Until we vibe again.